Like to welcome everyone to my channel. This is Tobin with Tobin's Throwbacks. If you follow my Instagram and you're a wet shaving degenerate like I am, you've maybe already seen some of my posts of what I'm doing here today. And we're going to go over what I consider just the first basic steps of cleaning a vintage razor. Not going to take it apart today. We have a spanner driver for that in the next video. Today we're going to clean them. I put pictures of these on Insta. There's a nice big hairball right there. All these are pictured on Instagram. They're nice and nasty. I tried to pick the worst of the worst. We have two flare tips there, and then this is a 1947 super speed, identifiable by the lack of a notch on the T-bar. In 1948 they started doing the notch. So I just run the water super hot. Got this here. I won't be using all these tools today. At the very most, we'll be using a couple of these thin brushes and toothbrushes. That's really all we're going to use in this first video. So I've already ran some hot water. I'm going to run it hot again. Doesn't take a lot for this first step. That probably is more than I needed. Pick out the hairball with the tweezers. That's disgusting. There you go. And we're just going to set them in. This one here we're not doing. I didn't put it on Insta. We're going to set them in there and we're going to let them soak for about 5 minutes. So at this point, I'll get rid of what's left of Cousin It and pause the video. Okay, so in real time, it's been about 5 or 7 minutes, and you can always soak these longer. There's a couple of things that you need to be cautious of. The anodized handles, like on these 60 super speeds, or like what you find on the Black Beauty, they don't like to be soaked too long, and you can and will lose some of the anodization just by letting it soak overnight. A lot of the paint, they don't like it either, and that includes paint that's on the adjustment dials. I've also soaked them too long and worn down collars. But for razors like what we're doing today, you can soak them really for a day or two if you need to. I've had a couple that I've soaked for a while overnight, and that's just because I was taking shortcuts. So that I didn't have to put as much elbow grease into it, because I've had, believe it or not, ones that are actually worse than this. And if you take a look at them on Instagram, you'll see just how bad a couple of these are. We're just going to pull one out at random. I won't do all of them on video. So I got the one here that's dirty and rusty. And it's coming right off. Look already. This was the rusty one. It was just absolutely covered in rust a second ago. Sorry, I'm not used to doing this on camera. Look at that. It doesn't look as bad on camera. And this is just getting it clean of all the super nasties. I didn't show you on video just how nasty the bottoms of these are, but again, they are pictured on Instagram. So really that's it. I won't fully clean this on video. I got my pipe cleaners, these long thin brushes. The black one is firmer, harder than the white ones. I buy these on Amazon. Also, I buy most of my stuff off of Amazon. That, Hobby Lobby, and some things I've gotten off from Walmart, but it's just always so much easier to grab stuff off of Amazon. The smaller ones, when I need to, I can get down underneath, come back up like this. I'll do the handle really well. And then once I get it all apart, and in the next video, we'll take it apart and we'll clean the inside and any spots that we might have missed on the exterior of the razor as well. And so I just do every surface that I can get to. If they're not bad like these, I just go straight to taking them apart. But I wanted to go with something that was ultra bad. You can't, of course, can't feel it in this video, but this thing's gunked up pretty bad. It's super, super tight. And by the time we're done with it, it's going to spin freely. So yeah, that's about it really in a nutshell. You can shoot me any questions on Instagram or leave a comment. You can see already how much better this guy looks. See if we can get all this rust off of here before I stop the video. You got a stubborn spot right there. Yes, I've had my tetanus. I'm up to date on all my shots. My wife wouldn't want to see what I just did there. Got to be careful with these nylon brushes. They will scratch and damage the plating, especially paint. So now you can see already with just a couple of minutes of me distracted cleaning, and I'll get the rest of that. It'll come off. I just don't want to extend this video any longer than it needs to be. That's it for this first step. Thanks for tuning in. I'll have another video up and running here in a minute after I get these guys all cleaned up on the exterior.